Welcome to the must-see WWE Talk Show History. Welcome to Wrestling Untold.
Yeah.
This is episode 104.
104.
On this episode, we're going to be doing Money in the Bank weekend predictions, okay?
In the SmackDown before.
Yeah.
Welcome back, guys. How's it feel? We had a little breakaway. Just to kind of let you guys know, our weekly show is going to become a bi-weekly show, just scheduling. Getting us, to get this done is pretty time consuming, so it's going to be a bi-weekly show going forward. So make sure you guys
go like. Oh, I think it's a follow, right?
You gotta do the
subscribe.
The LA Knight thing.
No. We don't need a copy of him.
Like,
we're better than that.
Follow, subscribe. Tell all your friends, all your wrestling friends.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so let's start off by before we get started in this, we watched SmackDown and we saw the tag titles between the women get unified between NXT and the women. Can we just say that was a bad idea?
Why?
What do you mean why? Now you have multiple persons with
it's just the
two
women
belts.
tag. It's just the women tag.
It's supposed to be just the Universal Championship, but now some guys walking around with three.
It's just the women tag. They're just gonna go like in the beginning of the women's division. They're just gonna go through all three brands.
Are you certain about that?
Yeah, it's fine. You think Ronda wants to carry an NXT belt?
You think Ronda wants to go to NXT?
She has to. She has the women tag.
I don't like it. It's a bad idea. NXT, own brand. Leave them in there. Let them come to SmackDown and Raw.
You wouldn't say that if it was the black and gold NXT.
No. I wouldn't say that if they had kept the belt separate. I don't like the idea. I just want to kind of get that off my chest.
Okay.
It's a bad idea. They've had a bunch of bad ideas putting two titles in together and having, like, if they give her one new title, sure. But the women titles I like them. I don't think they needed new women titles. But I digress.
Let's go.
Let's get into SmackDown. So
the SmackDown before Money in the Bank, July the 1st.
Asuka is your women's champion. Happy July to everyone. Asuka is your women's champion, and Charlotte Flair is, in my opinion, your soon-to-be women's champion.
Yeah. I think that Charlotte Flair is going to win the championship, and Bianca Belair is going to come out and challenge her at Money in the Bank.
You think so?
Yeah. Because Bianca Belair is banned from ringside, but she can still challenge the champion.
I have an alternative to all of this. So yes, I do think Charlotte's going to win the women's championship.
Charlotte wins every single championship.
But you brought something to my attention which gave me this. I'll give you that scenario when we get to it. I'll give you that scenario. So are you going Charlotte Flair?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
After Charlotte Flair loses the women's championship, she's going to hop over to Raw and win the heavyweight championship.
I'm going Charlotte also. So undisputed tag titles, which is two men with two belts each, kind of like what we saw with the women. I digress.
Oh yeah.
Sammy and KO.
I have a complaint.
What's that?
It's been 3 months and the SmackDown tag title just got the SmackDown.
Oh, they haven't been on SmackDown. They've been on Raw.
They just got a SmackDown 2 weeks ago. That's crazy.
And they're going against Pretty Deadly. We don't like these guys.
Also,
for us.
Why? What? Never mind.
Not for us. We're gonna hold
Pretty
all.
Deadly? Oh,
yeah,
no.
we're gonna hold all our comments about Pretty Deadly, but
they're friends with Austin Theory. If you guys be friends with a kid like that, nope.
This is very wrestling. This reminds me of very 90s wrestling. The whole Pretty Deadly scenario that they're giving us. They're just giving it to us in a time where
the name is pretty good, but not for them.
The name does not match them.
Pretty Deadly. I'm thinking like Aleister Black, Blood.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Sammy and Kevin Owens because they're not losing the titles. I know they can't defend the titles.
I would have called them faux fashionistas or something weird like that.
I call them Fandango.
Oh, Fandango, yeah.
Yep.
So who do you think? So I know it's the same
as Kevin Owens.
So these matches are
although they're not really good champions, they're probably
these guys are over right now though. The Pretty Deadly guys, they're pushing them really. I don't know if they're over. Let's say that they are pushing these guys very, very heavy right now.
They're pushing the NXT guys very heavy.
And if Vince is in charge, I'm pretty shocked about that.
Yeah.
So that is that. But let's head on over to Money in the Bank. They're in London, and it's pretty interesting because Major League Baseball is in London this weekend, I believe. So they're giving we give a lot of American culture in London these next 2 weeks, So you want to start men's Money in the Bank or women's Money in the Bank? We're gonna start men's Money in the Bank. So you want to give the people that's in it?
Okay, so the men's Money Bank, we have I'm gonna say in the order when they qualify.
Oh, okay.
First we have Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, L.A. Knight, and then we have Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
So, what's your thoughts about this men's Money in the Bank? Because
I want LA Knight to win, but I feel like they never give us what we want. But I'd rather have this is a shock, but I'd rather have Damian Priest win than LA Knight.
So who's your choice?
But I feel like Logan Paul's gonna win. Ugh. I'm happy that
so no
this match
Shinsuke.
is
No
unpredictable.
Shinsuke.
Huh?
No Shinsuke Nakamura.
No.
Not even. Not a
Shinsuke
chance.
just returned and they didn't even care about him for 6 months. You think they're gonna?
I think so.
They missed the opportunity.
I don't think on the men's side there's going to be a cash in.
They missed the opportunity.
I think they could put anybody as the winner here.
I think it may be a cash in on the Monday after Money in the Bank. You never know. Seth Rollins is holding that title close. I'm gonna say, what are you gonna say?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say LA Knight.
Okay, I'm gonna say someone else so we can break down. I'm gonna say Damian Priest.
Okay, so LA Knight. I was just telling Carter.
Damian Priest has what it takes to be Money in the Bank, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You can't lie.
He was so good on the mic at one point, Priest.
LA Knight?
And I feel like now he's horrible on the mic. I don't get it. Is it because he's standing next to Dominic and Dominic's horrible on the mic? I don't know. They both get nervous.
Him and Bad Bunny, he was over. So.
He was over. Yeah,
they
he definitely
brought
was.
him down really slowly.
And the match between him and Bad Bunny. So he was over when he was next to Bad Bunny.
Yeah,
and then they had a match against Bad Bunny, and I think that also helped push him over
crazy.
too. It was a great match.
And then he had a heavyweight championship match, and after the match, he shook hands with Seth Rollins. Like, Damian Priest does not need to be in this Judgment Day. No. He was a good face.
So my reason behind LA Knight, even though he's 40 and they, getting started.
Why does people keep bringing that up? Like, can we just
I'm only
get away from
referencing
that?
it because that's what the internets are saying.
It's fine.
Starting like I don't know how long he's been wrestling prior to now, but
he's been wrestling for 15 years.
Oh, has he? He just has never gotten his break.
He's been an Impact World Champion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he's a world champion.
And he's also small. That's the other kick against him.
He's been world champion.
I know, and we've had small champions, but.
Kofi Kingston world champ.
But I think LA Knight will carry that briefcase very well, and I think his cash-ins will be very
You think he's going to carry
entertaining.
You think he's going to carry that title all the way over to 365 days?
Who?
LA Knight.
No. You mean the briefcase?
Yeah.
No, I think his cash-ins will be entertaining. I don't think they'll ever be successful. So I don't think he'll ever have a successful, but I think he'll be
cash in like 6-7 times.
Yeah, I think he'll come running out to the ring at the moment when like whoever, because it ain't gonna happen on Roman, whoever's on that, and he'll like go and be like and then turn around and go back walking, and he do his whole rock thing.
Ugh, I did not like when Lacey Evans did that.
Yeah,
she'd walk out.
Yeah, but I think his will be better. Like we just don't like Lacey Evans.
Or he should just play his match randomly. I mean his music randomly.
Yeah.
I don't mind if he comes from the barricade in his entrance.
I don't know.
Okay.
So let's move on. So women's Money in the Bank match. I'll give the names: Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, Selena Vega, Zoe Stark, Io Sky, and Bayley. It's worth noting that it's only 6 people. There's 7 in the men's match. So
no, I think that Shots is going to get added to the match. They cut her match on Friday.
Did they?
Yeah, she was supposed to fight Bayley, but they cut it.
Huh. So I'll tell you my thought here, okay?
Yeah.
So my thought is
There's
that
so many good people in this match.
The person that's listed here is not winning Money in the Bank. Not one person listed here is winning Money in the Bank. Because the person that's winning Money in the Bank is none other than our Bianca Belair. Belair? Yeah, so Bianca Belair has been promised a rematch. And she's been at Pierce, and Pierce is like, we got to get this Charlotte thing done first. I think Bianca Belair is going to win Money in the Bank. She's going to come into the match. You're going to see her backstage with Pierce and almost like not an argument, but like a discussion. And then you're going to say, he's going to be like, just go, going out. And here she comes out for the Money in the Bank match.
That's funny.
If she gets a pop, which I think she will, she's going to win Money in the Bank. If she does not get a pop, I think the Money in the Bank winner is going to be Bailey.
If Selena goes on the top on the ladder,
I want Selena to win Money in the Bank. Go
ahead, if she goes to the top of the ladder and she goes to reach for that briefcase and Bianca Belair music plays, I'm gonna turn the TV off. I'm gonna turn the TV off.
That would be a big pop, though.
I'm going to turn the TV off.
So,
I do not.
I'm going out on a limb and I'm choosing someone that's not even listed currently. Who are you going to choose?
They wouldn't give the Money in the Bank 2 Money in the Banks to SmackDown because that would be a bit much. It's so many good people. They have Trish Stratus, Zelina Vega, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky.
Has any people won money? And when I'm asking about Becky and Bailey, is really the people. Has Bailey won it? Mm-hmm. Has Bailey won Money in the Bank?
She's won it. Okay. It's Hugger Bailey.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh my! This is hard because they have 4 people who've never won a world title in this match. Becky Lynch, it's no way she's gonna win it. She's enemies with Damage Control and Trish in this match.
Plus, I'll say this: I think if Money in the Bank women's match is first, then it's going to get cashed in on Charlotte Flair same night. I do think so.
Charlotte Flair's not going to be at Money in the Bank.
Charlotte Flair?
She's going to be in London.
Oh, she's going to be the night. Her match is going to be the night 4. You're right. Oh, that kind of puts a.
But she will be in London, so maybe. Okay. I'm going to say Zelina Vega.
You know Zelina Vega?
Oof, should I say Io Sky? Oof. Zelina Vega. Although they're not going to give SmackDown too. I don't know why they didn't draft LA Knight the Raw.
I don't know. So I have a total winner for she's not even listed, but that's fine. Yeah, so we have the bloodline implosion happening right in front of our eyes. It is going to be Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. Do you think this is the complete end of the bloodline? Mm-mm. No. I don't think so either. I think they're gonna drag as long as they can.
I think this is the perfect time to let Roman get pinned in a non-title match. So I'm gonna say Usos gonna win
to show his mortality,
and one of them is gonna pin Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
because Solo Sikoa would just be the weak one in there.
Okay, so and I think
whoever wins this match, the rivalry is still gonna go on and on and on and on and on.
I'll tell you what my thoughts are here is that the Usos are gonna be. They're somehow Roman's going to get pushed away from this match, and the Usos are going to be left with Solo, and the Usos, because Solo is still their little brother, is not going to be able to destroy him like they would like to, and somehow, some way, the Usos is going to stop. There's going to be this moment they're going to try to plead with Solo, and Roman's going to come up from behind, and he's going to Superman punch Jimmy, and then Solo's going to give the little thumb thing to what's his name? The other Usos.
That thing hurts. He put the thumb in your throat.
Yeah, and then that's it. End of the match, and they're going to stand above the Usos, and Roman's going and Solo's going to get the biggest boos in the world because the Usos are, I think, more over. Okay. That's my thought there. What do you think?
Ever since Triple H got in charge, he's been doing all these long title runs. Mm-hmm. Like Roman Reigns is 5th on the pyramid on longest.
I love the little I love that little video they had of him before the celebration of all the people that he surpassed.
Oh,
that was a great video. I did like that. That was great. Whoever created that WWE, shouts out to you because that was amazing.
I'm surprised Gunther isn't on the card because he was in Saudi Arabia on the card.
He might be I don't know. He might be a last minute ad.
The worst thing about the mid-card championships on SmackDown is they never are defended on pay-per-view. They're always defended on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. So we're stuck with Austin Theory fighting on SmackDown. Because he's going to be champion for years and years to come.
I hope not. So we have World Championship match, and it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
I know that WWE never makes the men cash in on the day of, but I feel like this would be the perfect opportunity to give Finn the title just for him to lose it. So I'm going to say Finn Balor.
Oh, you know Finn here?
And they're in London. I know he's not English, but he's Irish. They're close enough. It's like going to Florida to...
I don't think they believe they're close enough.
Well, we do.
So I'm going Seth Rollins here because Seth Rollins and that title belongs together right now. They made the right choice by not giving us a consolation prize for Cody.
He's going to pass that title down to someone.
Yeah, I think so. But right now, I think it's very important. Seth Rollins is way over. In overseas, in Europe, Seth Rollins is way over. So I think it's perfect to give Seth Rollins a big win there.
Yes, but I don't
clean
think...
win. Clean win.
I think if the person wins the Money in the Bank, they're not going for Roman. They're going for Seth Rollins' title.
Yeah, of course.
And if they beat Finn Balor, it would be better than beating Seth Rollins.
Yes, and yes. I do think if Seth Rollins is going to drop this title, He's gonna drop it to our guy Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
I think Brock Lesnar's gonna be the next world champion here. It's eventually gonna happen. We might as well get ready for it. Brock Lesnar's gonna be the other title holder. And we just have to keep him and Roman out of the same hemisphere because we don't want that title being. So
I want Edge to win that title before he goes.
Maybe, yeah. So let's keep on going here. Let's say, okay, so last match that we know on the card at the current moment at recording time is Cody Rhodes versus Dominic. I have no idea.
Who cares match.
It is a who cares. Let me relabel it. Who cares?
Why didn't they just put Dominic in the Money in the Bank match?
I thought that would be great.
They should have just took Logan Paul out of here.
Well, Logan Paul is to make sure you get that extra attendance and watch viewership.
Sure.
But yeah, Dominic, the thing is Dominic is not a bad wrestler. He's not a bad character. He's just really bad on the mic. He has no control over pivoting when the crowd starts to boo him. When the crowd boos him, as opposed to just trying to either stop him or trying to talk over him, you elevate your voice and then you say, I'll wait. I got all the time in the world. You pivot in a way that's very jerky to make the people feel like you're doing something stupid. So again, this match, Dominic's going to be a huge star, but he's still, as long as Mysterio's his last name, as a character, he's going to be a shadow star.
I'm going to say Cody Rhodes.
So you're going Cody Rhodes here. I don't think Cody loses to a Dominic here. If so, it's going to be something's gone really horribly wrong with his storyline, because his storyline is they're building it slowly, even though we're already tired of it.
Who?
Cody Rhodes. They give him a slow build to it.
I don't know why. If they didn't give him the title at WrestleMania, which I could understand, why didn't they give them the title at WrestleMania Backlash? WWE didn't think Ronda Rousey was ready to win it at WrestleMania. So what did they do? They made a rematch at Backlash and gave it to her at Backlash. They messed up so badly. Well, all because Roman and his 1,000 little days.
The bloodline story depends on Roman being hit of the table. And I think because the bloodline story is still at its peak, you make one of the most difficult decisions. It is, do we allow for this bloodline story to just end? Or do we continue pushing it because he is the head of the table? And I think you just say, let's push it.
So tired of the Usos or the Bloodline opening up the show and Solo Sikoa in the main event closing it. It happens every single week.
They are
on Monday. Kevin Owens versus Solo. Gosh.
They're transcendent the way NWO was transcended, the way DX was transcended, but I think they've moved beyond their heights. So I think the fact of the matter of what the bloodline is they're not going to allow that to ever go away until Roman is ready for it to go away. So we might have bloodline a little longer. And I think the fact is, I do think that they told Roman, we're going to take those 2 belts and we're going to give you the 1. And Roman, and that was the idea. And then when they gave him the 1 and Paul Heyman left with those 2 belts, that was Roman's power play to say, you're not taking my other 2 belts. He has a lot of creativity for that matter. Because they didn't have to give him a new belt. They only did it because they were the same thing.
How are they going to get him to drop those belts?
They took both women's belts and they gave them new belts. There's a new men's belt. So the idea was that they were going to give him this new 1 belt and they were going to take back those other 2. But in this world, Roman makes the decisions and Roman says, no, I'm going to carry 3. So, yeah.
You know what we need?
What was that?
We need another Puerto Rico pay-per-view.
So Selena Vega can
So Selena Vega can face Asuka.
Yeah.
And so LWO can get some more time.
Yeah.
I like LWO.
I wouldn't mind seeing an LWO bloodline feud if if
what do you mean? That little tag team in LWO could squash.
No. I wouldn't mind. No. The Usos would squash them.
Yeah. That's what
I'm okay with that, but I think once you have rivalry versus rivalry, and LWO is baby faces you're going to get right now. What are we going to do? Rey
Mysterio versus Paul Heyman?
No.
Who?
No.
You can't put him against Roman.
No, I just like that. So hey, let's think ahead. Survivor Series is going to be coming up at some point. If you do faction versus faction, if you build up enough factions and you do faction versus faction, I'd be okay with that. Now, if you want to give us again SmackDown versus Raw versus NXT, I'd be ecstatic too.
No.
But I think faction versus
2.0.
faction versus faction, faction versus faction would be great for Survivor Series. Because you could do an LWO versus a Bloodline, or you could do an LWO versus Judgment Day.
You know what they need to do? They need to have the pay-per-view, the Judgment Day come back. Because the Judgment Day is an actual faction. And they could beat up, they could face the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Now the Bloodline don't have girls in it.
Well, or you could say you could do the judge line in Judgment Day as an actual pay-per-view. You know,
anything.
Kind of like NWO had their own pay-per-view. If you give the Bloodline, if we repair these relationships with the Bloodline and we give them their own pay-per-view and they kind of control it all the way down. But they do need a woman. They do need a woman. They need Nia Jax worse than ever right now.
I don't think Nia Jax is coming back to WWE.
She didn't even have to say, oh, no, she wants to come back. After the Royal Rumble appearance, she said she was very much interested. And if Hunter called her, she would come back, given the creative, They need Nia Jax. And honestly, Mia Yim would have been a good for Bloodline, not for, what's her name? She would have been good.
Samoan.
No, she's not Samoan, but she's got, I think she's got Pacific in her descent. Because Samoan is just basic Pacific Asian. Mm-hmm. So, but again, she has the look. I think she would have been great in the Bloodline. Mm.
Don't put Tamina in here.
As long as she don't talk.
Her and Dakota are the only Samoan,
Yeah. Dakota.
Dakota Kai. What?
She does not look Samoan to me. You cannot put a Dakota Kai in the Bloodline. Ever.
She is Samoan.
I don't care if she is or isn't. She does not have the
we're
look
closing
that
the show.
requires
Make
the
sure you guys
Bloodline.
will like, follow, share, subscribe.
See you guys in 2 weeks. We'll have our Money in the Bank. We'll have our Money in the Bank review after that. Let me get our outro music going. Okay, guys, I whiffed on the outro music. I apologize. There it goes.